on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be working on the M4. We're going to be doing something different. We're not going to be putting anything together. We're actually going to be installing a new exhaust. So this exhaust is really quiet and really restricted. So ARMYTRIX actually sent us a really cool exhaust right here. Check this out. Really nice. But before we get into this exhaust on, we need to get the old system off. So now we're going to start taking off the old exhaust. It's pretty easy to take off. We have a couple brackets right here and another hanger right there. And two more on this side, so it's not too complicated. And this cross member right here. So we got the entire exhaust off. Everything was pretty easy except for these two bolts right here that broke off. But check this out. We got everything off. Here's the old factory exhaust. Big and bulky, really heavy. And then we got the awesome ARMYTRIX exhaust. Check out what it came with. Right here we have the, I'm guessing it's the valve control. Check that out. Man, this box is, I'm guessing this is for the valves. You open them and close them. Let's go ahead and get all this unpackaged, see what we're working with here, and put it on the car. So we got the entire exhaust unpackaged right here. Check this thing out. Then we have the factory exhaust right here. We have a resonator that the ARMYTRIX deletes, and also two more resonators. I think these might be catalytic converters, I'm not sure. We also went with the downpipe system. So let's go ahead and get these old downpipes off. Should be pretty easy actually. There's a couple bolts. It looks pretty complicated, but I think we'll be able to get it off pretty easy with no problems. Hopefully we don't have to drop the subframe like you do on the older BMWs. So let's get this thing off real quick.
Tight fit right there. It may not even come out. Nope.
Alrighty guys, check this out. We got the catalytic converters off. There's the little turbos right there. Pretty hard to take off. We have to take the whole engine cover off and stuff. But now we just need to get rid of these sensors, or not get rid of them, but put these sensors on the new downpipes. Already got one on there. Alrighty guys, we've got the sensors all in. Now we're gonna install it. Check this out. ARMYTRIX Supreme exhaust. Now we're just gonna install it back up in there. It's pretty hard to get in there, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So we got the downpipes on, and man, I am impressed with the quality of this exhaust. Everything went on seamlessly. There was no trouble whatsoever. So we got the downpipes on. We plugged up all the oxygen sensors up there. Kind of hard to get to. They're all the way up there, but we got them on. Now we're gonna move on to the exhaust. We need to put the rubber bushings on from the old exhaust. So we got most of the pipes on. We're gonna leave all these loose until we actually get this rear muffler on. We need to get the bushings off the older one. Get this rear muffler on. Check it out, guys. We got the entire exhaust on. Now it's time to go ahead and tighten up all these loose connections. So we got the exhaust on. Now we need to remove the valves that came off the stock exhaust right here. And you actually have to leave them plugged in so you don't get no lights on the dash. And you just basically plug them back up, and then we'll probably secure them somewhere back there really nice. And then this system uses its own valves right here. We will be wiring up in a second. Basically just shove that sensor back into this plastic piece right here. It's gonna be nice and secure in there. Now we're gonna move on to probably install the tips in the back. I just had them somewhere over the other day.
That's good right there, yeah?
We got the whole entire exhaust on. Now it's time to get the nice carbon fiber tips on. Check that out. Dry carbon on glossy carbon. Guys, drop a comment. What do you think looks better? The glossy or the dry? Personally, I kind of like the dry, but we just went with the dry. Looks really good. Check these tips out, guys. Amazing. The carbon on carbon looks so dope. Now we're gonna move on to the front. We actually need to button up where we took off the oxygen sensors, so we had to take off some of the charger tubes and some plastic. So let's go ahead and get all this stuff buttoned up right here. So we got everything back together over here. We actually had to remove this charge pipe right here to get to the wires for the oxygen sensors, but we got all that done. Now we're gonna be working on installing this right here.
Judging by the instructions, this looks pretty simple. So pretty much we're gonna get our vacuum source from this line here. Open up this box. We've got our controllers.
That's awesome.
Our line set, solenoid, and a couple T-fittings. Pretty much it's gonna replace this factory setting right here. It's gonna get spliced into this, and then we're gonna route the lines to the valves that are on the back of the exhaust.
All right, let's do it. So we got this solenoid on right here. Now this wire has to go into the engine bay, and there's an area that you can just slip it down through there.
Into the cabin, buddy.
Or goes into the cabin, my bad. Really simple. They're even working on a gold car right here. That's pretty cool. on. Sweet. So we installed the sensor that goes inside on the OBD port. Now we're gonna figure out how to wire up the actual valves that go in the back of the car. So we need to lift it back up and see how to do that. So we got the car up in the air. Now all we need to do is, we have that vacuum line right there. We need to route it somehow through here, and then it's gonna come all the way back here to the valves, which use a T right there in the center, and basically just goes to both valves. And then this line right here is gonna go all the way up front to that solenoid, and that should be it. Installation should be done. We have everything lined up. Now we're gonna go ahead and lower the car down and test it out, see if it works. So we got the car on the ground. Let me show you guys this exhaust. This thing is awesome. Has a little remote. Let's start the car up. I'm guessing that's closed. If you can hear it, look. Can't really hear the exhaust, but you just press one button. Sounds so much better. Let's go out here. Man, that is absolutely awesome. And if you just want it quiet, you just... That is awesome. Now we're gonna go ahead and go do some test drives. If you guys are wondering why the airbag light is on, I'm pretty sure we have to reset the module. Something went wrong with it. So we're gonna get that taken care of ASAP, so don't worry about that. Let's go ahead and give it a little test drive, see what it does up the road. All right guys, first test drive with the new exhaust. Let's see how it sounds on the open road. So we had to actually go to Mexico to give you guys some flyby shots of the M4. We got some horses over there, some cows over there. Let's see what this exhaust sounds like. Alright guys, that's going to be a wrap for today's video. We had a blast driving this car through these roads. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and follow me on Instagram at vTuned. Thanks for watching.